missions in the game. I've only had 2 of them so far, but I fully expect that there's going to be tons more throughout the main game, and it's just a lot of fun. It's freaking awesome. All right, I absolutely love. Those are my favorite side missions in the game by far. They're called I think they're called grid node infiltration, but I may be wrong. You'll see them when you'll know when you see them. Because it's just a freaking cool mission. You're just parkouring around different, server areas and stuff like that, and it's just awesome. You also have, and I did a video of this, diversion missions. And these are when a fellow runner or maybe a henchman from Dogen or someone from Black November, for instance, basically tasked you with distracting KSEC while they infiltrate a corporation or something like that in order to hurt KSEC or better themselves. And so your goal is to basically run, attack KrugerSec, basically hit them and run. That's all you have to do, is just like one punch, run, or just distract them. And these are very challenging, especially if you're like me and you're playing without runner's vision because you don't know where to go. You get lost really quickly, and you're gonna have to do these. I probably spent around 10 times. I probably had 10 tries of me doing this one diversion mission, and just trying to get through it. And again, it's hard because you don't exactly know where you're supposed to go, and then you have time that you're being timed, and you have a set amount of time that you have to hit each group of KSEC. And those are a lot of fun. It's just a challenge that goes with, okay, gotta hit them and run, hit them and run, hit them and run, and you can't stay and fight at all because you're gonna get, you're gonna run out of time. And but those are pretty cool, and those are in the game and whatnot, and pretty awesome. Now I did fight the shock troopers, which are the guys. Not at the beginning. At the beginning of the game, in the training mission, where basically you get kicked by that one guy and he sends you flying down those the scaffolding and stuff like that. It's the tier below those. All right, those are the actual, I forgot what they're called. Sentinels. Those are Sentinels. The shock troopers are the tier below them. They kind of look like them, but they're dressed in white instead, and all they have is a taser, basically shock wrist arm thing. So when they punch you, it sends like an electromagnetic blast, and it'll disorient you, and then they kind of do a lot of hitting damage and stuff like that. They are able to block heavy attacks. The way in which you have to defeat them is, this is my best tactic that I use. Basically, I did a traversal heavy attack, which is like wall running and kicking, or jumping and doing a heavy attack and stuff like that. And then you'll stun them, and then you use your 3-hit combo, your 3-hit light attacks, and you can do some pretty good damage to them that way. And then you have to basically repeat that twice because they have a lot of health. The thing that's funny about those particular guys is that they fight very slow, so they're not particularly fast. Like, you'll run after them, right? You'll do your heavy traversal attack, and then you'll do your 3 light attacks, and I swear, it's hilarious because these guys hit, like, in slow motion. They're like that's literally the speed at which they hit. Because everyone else is, like, super fast paced, super fast combat, and then you get to these guys, and they're like it's so slow, it's you have to use your traversal attacks in order to defeat them, and your combo attacks with that. But it's funny fighting those guys. I only fought 2 of them so far, and those were in story missions. But it's just they're really easy, and they, even though they can block your heavy attacks, it's just the combat in them. They're very slow, which is just hilarious. I just wanted to put that out there. I got a few upgrades. I did play with the mag rope, so I'm able to swing from different ledges, and I'm also able to pull myself up from different ledges. And the mag rope is a lot of fun. It really is. It's a ton of fun. It's a great. It's used sparingly, so it doesn't feel like you're really breaking the game, because you can only do it at set parts, right? And it feels so natural too. It's like an exhilarating feeling. It's like when you're running across like the rooftops, and then you jump off this ledge, you pull yourself across from like this huge gap in the middle of the street, and it looks just amazing. Like, it's just an amazing sense of exhilaration and speed, and you let yourself go and you're just back at running. It just feels like a natural progression towards the parkour movement system of what this game is. Now, pulling yourself up is a different story. It doesn't always register properly. Faith will point her hand up and when you're basically looking at the point and she's able to pull herself up. But there's tons of times where I held the button to, have her pull herself up, and she just completely ignored me and jumped off the ledge. It's like, whatever. It's kind of frustrating. Again, these are issues that they can just easily patch, but I'm just telling you guys my experience. Quickly, I'll go over my feelings about the Anchor District. I love the art style of the Anchor District, but my God, the Anchor District is so confusing. Everything's reflective, right? It's all a reflective, shiny, glossy sort of art direction, and it's so hard to see where you're going at times. Like sometimes you can't tell that glass is glass, and sometimes you're running along and just the graphics are bugging your eyes out. You're like, I don't know where to go. It feels like when you go to a carnival, right? And you went into those houses that have mirrors all over the place, and it's just your reflection. You kind of feel like you're trapped. That's what the Anchor District is like all the time. The Anchor District is like you went into that carnival funhouse. You're like, I don't know where to go. The reflections are everywhere. Is this the right way? And you walk forward and you hit yourself in the face with a mirror. That's what this freaking district feels like. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun, but I'm not used. I've been playing with it for probably 2.5 hours. I'm not used to it at all. I get lost still. So it's big. All right. I haven't. They stopped my progress at this point in the story, so I can't go to any other districts. But you get to the Anchor District very quickly. Like seriously, like after. If you just did the story mission, you can get to the Anchor District probably within 45 to 50 minutes of you doing the story. Like they basically give you the mag rope, and you're able to go to the Anchor District like near the beginning of the game. Like that mission is Savant Extraordinaire. That's the mission that you get to go to the Anchor District in. So I hope that the pacing doesn't move that fast. Although I've done 3 more story missions after that, and they haven't brought me to a new district. But I hope that that the story is paced well and so on and so forth, and they really allow us to just enjoy different parts of the city, and we get time to familiarize ourselves with those points in the city. So overall, Catalyst is amazing. It's an amazing game, and it looks great, plays beautifully. It really does. All the major glitches from the beta have been fixed. There's just a few unpolished areas in the game that are more about technical limitations than I guess really the devs' laziness. Parts of the city, again, texture streaming issues are a big deal. They really are. Like it's distracting at times. You're running across the rooftop, and you think the ground is black. You think it's just a nice shiny black ground, right? That you're running across, and then the ground pops in, and it's brick, or it's rock, or it's concrete, and you're like, oh. Or it's some reflective shiny surface, and it's like, ugh, it's so noticeable too. So anyway, I hope they fix that with the updates. But I'm having a blast. I absolutely love the game. I'm glad that I'm able to play it at least for the set amount of time, because this is gonna kind of calm myself, because I'm sitting here thinking to myself that after I recorded that channel update, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Like, how am I gonna Like it's gonna hurt. Like I told myself this, like it's gonna hurt you doing this, like you not being able to play the game on release and enjoy it with everyone else. It's gonna really crush you, and I'm thankful that I'm able to at least play the game, the full game, and explore and have a set, even though it's a set amount of time, still enjoy it before the game's even out. So I'm thankful for you guys, and I just wanted to record these impressions because I know a lot of people were interested in my feelings on it. These are my first impressions. I will be doing a full streamed playthrough, streamed live here on YouTube, by the way, of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. You guys can check my Mirror's Edge Catalyst playlist on my channel that has all the content both uploaded and also hidden for my uploads, so you guys can enjoy the content that way. So when I do return, when I do get this computer built, full streamed content for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, a full completionist playthrough, by the way. I'm going to do every side missions, I'm going to collect every collectible, get every upgrade. It's going to be freaking amazing, alright? I really want to spend a lot of time with this game, tens of hours in it, and it's going to be freaking awesome. And on a side note, this came in today, just hours before I recorded this. Gonna enjoy Mirror's Edge Catalyst on the GTX 1080. I haven't even opened this yet. I'm not going to open this until you know, I get my motherboard back, because there's really no point. But it's gonna be freaking awesome. Got the 1080 in my computer, the Predator, almost set. I just gotta wait until I feel mentally better. So, all right. Oh, I also forgot this too. We'll unbox this too, the Mirror's Edge Callus Xbox One controller, which I'm going to be using to play it on PC. Alright, you guys have a fantastic day. I know some of you may have not played the game yet, but if you did play the game through EA Access, let me know what you think. Alright, I'm really interested to hear what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun when the game comes out on Tuesday, and you really enjoy it. Alright? Thanks, and sorry I can't edit this video obviously because I don't have editing software, but